What's up, dough chasers? Trying to get this camera right today. Today we're going to be talking about how to fix student loan credit reporting issues. Lately, we've been getting a lot of phone calls from people who are dealing with student loan issues that are hurting their credit report. And, though we share a lot of information, I have yet to really talk about this topic. And what I want to do is take the time out to share information that's going to help you get your student loans back on track and begin to help your credit score and your credit report, because you may be someone who is dealing with derogatory information from your student loans that's hurting your credit report. And what I've noticed is, a lot of the people that we work with, or people who are working on their credit themselves, they're making progress, but their student loans continue to hurt their credit report, which causes them to see more derogatory information hit their credit report, and their credit score drops. So they'll see a gain, but then the student loans will report derogatory information, and those gains will be removed because derogatory information that's recent hurts your credit score. So what I want to share with you is how you can begin to take control of your student loans to prevent them from hurting your credit report any further. Okay. Now, what it's going to entail is you actually beginning to pay your student loans, but I'm going to share a way that's going to help you make affordable payments so it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. Okay. We're going to talk about that, but this information is helpful for people who have defaulted student loans. They're very behind on their student loans, or they're trying to pay the student loans but they're having a hard time. Okay, so the information I want to share with you is how to fix your student loan credit repair issues. What I want you to do is, of course, like this video and share it on your newsfeed, because you may know someone who also is having student loan issues and they need this information, because everybody is trying to make a move, but somehow student loans are preventing their progress. So share this on your newsfeed. Of course, give me a heart, give me a like every once in a while to let me know that you are understanding this information. But without further ado, let's dive into it. Okay, so the situation is you have derogatory student loans on your credit report. What do? First things first, you want to let your student loan provider, this is either Navient, U.S. Department of Education, you want to let them know that you are serious about fixing this particular account. Because if you don't show that you're serious, then they're not going to try to help you. Okay. And the thing about creditors, they want you to make that effort to show that you are serious about your account if you're behind. Okay. So the first thing that you want to do if you're in default is you want to request student loan rehabilitation. Okay, SL means student loan rehab. Okay. Now the reason why I'm so educated on this is because I actually had student loan issues myself before, and this is what I had to do to fix my situation. And once I was able to use this information, I was able to fix my credit report. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is request student loan rehabilitation. What this is going to do is, if you are being garnished or a collection company is calling you, this is going to help you stop all of that, because now you're showing the U.S. Department of Education, or Navient, whatever you want to call them, you're showing them that you're serious and that you actually want to bring this account back current. Okay, so student loan rehabilitation will actually give you the opportunity to show consistent payments on the account. They're going to look at your budget, and they're also going to get an understanding of what caused you to get in this drama in the first place, and they're going to put you on a payment plan that you need to pay maybe 6 to 12 payments. Once you pay those 6 to 12 payments, affordable payments, they're going to take your student loan out of default status. And once it's out of default status, you're going to be able to do more creative things. Okay, so you want to request student loan rehabilitation. You do not want to say anything else but student loan rehabilitation, because if you say I want to get on a payment plan, or I want to do something else in regards to payments on this account, it won't necessarily rehab it. And if you miss those payments, it's going to continue to hurt your credit report. Okay, so we want to request a student loan rehabilitation, and that's going to consist of small payments. Okay, small payments, maybe 6 to 12. Okay, So the good news about this is by doing that, if you are being garnished, by making these 6 to 12 payments, it's going to stop that garnishment. Okay. Also, it's going to get you in a position where debt collectors are going to stop calling you because now you're working with the original creditor to fix the situation. All right. So that's the first thing you want to do. But Jason, what if my student loans aren't in default status and I'm just behind on my student loans? What do I do then? Okay. What you want to do is put a mark there. You want to request forbearance. Okay. I'm gonna try to get this right. I may spell it wrong. Something like that, okay? What forbearance will do is it will allow you to push those past due payments to the back end of the loan, and it will bring you current, okay? I believe every account has forbearance. People just aren't aware of that. And if you are someone where you're behind on your payments and you need to find a way to get caught up again, forbearance is definitely your best option, okay? Now, what you do once you request the forbearance, what you do next is critical, okay? Because, it's going to allow you to get everything in order and more organized, okay? So either you request a student loan rehabilitation and get it out of default status, or you request a forbearance to get it caught up, okay? And that's going to help your credit report because once you rehab the student loan, they're going to remove the default status off your credit report, and that will help you see an increase. And then if you are behind on your student loan, by requesting a forbearance, it's going to catch the account up, which will prevent it from reporting late payments on your credit report again, okay? So those are your two options. The second, what we want to do is, this is very helpful for people who have multiple student loans. And oftentimes what happens is when you fill out your FAFSA, every semester it creates a new student loan. At least that's my experience. And I don't know, initially I had maybe 12 to 15 student loans individually, and it was really confusing on trying to manage everything. So what I had to do next was critical to my financial empowerment, and it allowed me to organize everything and be more strategic with my money. But you want to request a consolidation. And guess what? You don't have to go through a particular private company to request a consolidation. You can actually request a consolidation, a student loan consolidation with the U.S. Department of Education. I'm sorry, I'm left-handed, so it's kind of hard to write and all that good stuff, so I'll have to move all over the place. But anyway, you want to request a student loan consolidation with the U.S. Department of Education. And what this is going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to combine all of your public student loans into one account, okay? So now that we have the student loan out of default status and caught up, what we want to do is now combine those student loans into one account. That way we can manage it a lot more smoother, right? Now the thing about this is when you consolidate your student loans, this will have impact to your credit because you have, let's say you had 10 accounts, okay? And now you shorten it to one. What that's going to do is it's going to shorten your length of history, right? And you may actually see a slight decrease in your credit score because you have now impacted your length of history negatively. But the thing is, because you were late on it before and you're behind, it was in default status, it was already in a bad situation. So it really probably won't even have an impact on your credit score at all. But that is a negative of consolidating student loans. You basically shorten your length of history, okay? However, it can be very helpful to the management of your finances. And at the end of the day, your credit score and your credit report is only a reflection of how well you manage your bills anyway, right? So what we want to do is we want to set ourselves up for success by creating a better flow of our finances. And if that means that you have to consolidate and create one account instead of having 10, 15 accounts, then you have to make that decision, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's only going to help you manage your bills better, which will ultimately help your credit score, okay? So we want to consolidate those student loans, okay? It's going to give us a brand new account. And then once we consolidate those student loans, we want to get on a particular payment plan, all right? We want to get on a income-driven payment plan. Okay? Now, there are negatives about this as well. However, the goal is to fix your credit report issues. That way, you can begin to leverage your credit one day in the future, right? So by us getting on an income-driven payment plan, what they're going to do is your payment's going to be a lot smaller because it's actually, unless you're making crazy dollars, crazy money. But what it's going to do is going to lower your payment so that it can actually fit within your budget. And what this will do ultimately is extend the term of your student loan. So you may be on a 10-year repayment plan and may extend it 10 years additional because that payment is a lot smaller. However, this is a temporary fix. We're not looking to do this long term. We're looking to use this particular strategy so that we can fix those student loan credit reporting issues. That way our credit score improves. And as our credit score improves, we begin to leverage our credit to, maybe buy assets or make a move and, get our student loans consolidated with another company that's more affordable, right? And now you can actually get off of that income-driven payment plan, okay? But this is a temporary fix that will allow you to stop having your student loans reporting late payments, okay? So I wouldn't recommend having this income-driven payment plan more than 1 to 2 years, all right? So you get on the income-driven payment plan, your payment's going to be a lot smaller. You're going to begin to report positive payment history on your credit report. It's going to be affordable, and you will never have to worry about your student loans hurting your progress any further because now you have taken action to fix your student loan credit reporting issues, okay? So this is the particular strategy that I like to share with our clients to get them back on track to paying their student loans and to making sure that actual account is helping them and not hurting them. And if you are someone who is, suffering from student loan issues because of a defaulted student loan or your student loans are very behind in the reporting late payment history, this is a very great strategy for you to implement in your life because it's going to allow you to, one, get caught up, organize yourself, and then get on an affordable plan so that you can make sure that your student loans don't get behind again, okay? So again, this is a temporary fix, no more than 2 years. And hopefully within that 2-year time frame, you're able to make moves, leverage your credit, and maybe buy some assets to allow you to make more money so that you can begin to really pay down your student loan debt, okay? So hopefully this information is helpful, but at the end of the day, what I want to do is inspire you to make a change. So if you are someone who is struggling with your credit repair journey and you would love to work with my organization, Witness Riches, the 700 Club, we would love to have you as a client. Feel free to learn more about our organization at www.the700clubcreditrepair.com. There you can learn more about our credit repair service. Otherwise, you can continue to engage with us. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and also subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I'm going to continue to provide you with information that's going to help you transcend financially, okay? So it's all about obtaining the dough chaser mentality so that we can begin to bring more money into our lives so that we can ultimately live our greater purpose, okay? So again, I want to thank you for your time. Hopefully you all have a lot of great things planned for this Friday and this weekend. If not, watch some videos on YouTube, educate yourself, do something, right? But at the end of the day, I want to thank you. All right. Again, my name is Jason White, CEO and founder of Witness Riches. I'm out. Peace.